Hi there. I'm just hopping on here this evening to share a little bit about my vision and talk to you about your vision for your business. Maybe it's to get to Kona this next year, and maybe it's a smaller step, and that they're all right. We all have our own vision. I'm Danette Martin. I'm an Emerald Ambassador. I just came back from my third trip from Hawaii, and there is nothing that can even explain, no words to describe the feeling of driving up there and seeing the beautiful place they put us up at. But I want to talk to you about our vision. For me, sorry if you hear some noise in the background, I'm at my daughter's in Indianapolis right now. For me, I didn't have a vision at first, or I should say my vision was helping people. I joined as a preferred customer, and I was reading testimonies, and I decided I wanted more of my family on the products, and so I went as a ambassador just for cheaper price. Wasn't even thinking of a business. But what happened was I was sharing with my family and they had results. I had other family members that heard about the results and friends, or I would read a testimony and I would share with a family member or friend, just sharing, what if this could do this for you? That was my vision to start with. And then the paychecks started coming, and I knew I needed to find a bigger vision for what I was doing. You hear a lot of people say that their vision was, maybe it was finances. They needed it for the finances. That wasn't me. Larry had done an awesome job of supporting us. Maybe it was to be able to stay home with their children. That wasn't me. My children were already gone. We were empty nesters. Retirement, that wasn't even really me either. So I didn't have a vision for why I wanted a business. So I had read one of Sarah Robbins' books one weekend, and it came clear to me what my vision was. Some of you that know me, we have a pond, what we call our campground, that we rent out to people. It used to be my parents', and we were fortunate, blessed to be able to buy it from them and do a little bit more work to it and make it where we can rent it out. And the weekend, I was reading this book, trying to find my vision, spending time in prayer. It hit me. We had a church group back there at the pond, and it was like, the pond is my vision. At that time, we hadn't done a whole lot of work to it yet. It was a place, there was cabins back there, but there was no electricity, there was no plumbing. We had an outhouse, and we had a flowing well, which was our water, gas refrigerators, and so there wasn't really any conveniences back there. And we were wanting to get some of that back there. So it came very clear to me that my vision was our pond. And when we went back there that evening, we went back to pop popcorn for the church group over a campfire, just something special for them. And the minister pulled us aside and said, I want you to stop your work. You're always working when you're back here. I want you to stop your work and tell me what you see. And to me, it was people enjoying themselves. And Larry, it was kind of the same thing. And he said, I'll tell you what I see as a minister. I see my people connecting in ways that I couldn't ever have them connect in our church building. And it was just God's stamp of approval on my vision, on what it was. So my question to you is, do you have your vision wrote down? Do you have a vision for what you're doing? Is it just kind of back there in the back of your mind? Have you wrote it down? Have you made a vision board so you can see it? There's a lot to declaring what you want. And I think God places dreams on our heart, and it's up to us to take them and declare them. And when we write things down, when we say them out loud, when we tell someone else what they are, it makes them it makes it real to them, or it makes it real for you, and it gives you something to work for. And there's just something about declaring things out loud that is different than just thinking. I have some notes here if you see me looking off to the side. You know, do you remind yourself often of what that is? Do you have it, is it real clear, or is it just kind of, well, I'm kind of like? Find something clear. I want you to comment on this video. Do you have a vision? Do you have one wrote down? Or are you still thinking about what that could be? It'll make a huge difference in your business if you have that vision. You know, like I said, at first it was helping people, and it still is. That's my heart. That's my passion, is helping people. But I needed that vision for my finances that I was being blessed with. I needed something to say, this could be a blessing to someone else, because we feel like our little area that we have is a blessing. It's a little slice of heaven. And we hear it time and time again, families with campouts that can come back there and just have their family back there and not have to worry about being in a big group campground where there's other people around, church groups that are back there. You know, they just feel like it's a real blessing. So my vision is still blessing others, even though it was financial blessings of updating things back there so that we could make it more convenient to rent it out. And another thing, would your vision look different if you didn't worry or think about what other people might think if they heard what your vision is? Or do you think about your vision of what other people think your vision should be? Is it what's on your heart, or is it what other people are telling you it should be? Think about that. Make sure it's what's in your heart. If it's your passion, it will be worth working for. One thing I fell into, you know, like I said, at first it was about helping people, and then it got to be about my numbers, how many people I had on my team, and I lost my true vision. And so you have to maybe sometimes bring yourself back to what your real heart desire is. And there again, not compare yourself to other people on what they think your vision should be or what they've told you it should be. So I just encourage you to find some quiet time, dig deep. What is your passion? Are you dreaming? Did you quit dreaming? Is it time to dream again to see what your passion is, so you have a vision? So anyhow, that's kind of my little bits on vision. We all have a different one, and no one is wrong. If it's on your heart, it's right. It's right for you. And don't worry about what other people might think when you share your vision. If it's on your heart, God placed it there. You have a dream, go for it. Don't let anyone stop you. You're worth it. Anyhow, I hope this is some encouragement for you to dig for your vision. And if you want to post, comment, even maybe comment what your vision is, what your dream board would look like. Just some words. Anyhow, have a good evening. Thanks for listening.